Reveal trailer. Gimme.
We have this opportunity that we wouldn't have had years ago to ship a game and
They're
then
talking.
really collaborate with people outside the studio to figure out like
They're
what is
talking
the
about
best version of it.
collaborating as
Honestly, yeah,
developers.
we're building something the community has been asking for, and it's accumulation of everything.
Apparently it's
that
accumulation of
we
everything the
believe
game needs to be, guys. This is
The
exciting.
upside to that is we're not holding anything back. All the feedback we've heard for the last year is this is it. It's in Forsaken.
All the feedback we've heard. There's fallen looking things. Said all the feedback we've heard this year. This is it. It's in
we
Forsaken.
want this
It's
release
going
to
down.
have a different tone.
I'm
and a
yelling
different
timber.
vibe.
We sort of just embrace that Western revenge vibe.
You're going to a darker place. You're going to take
That
on
was a
different
cool
role as a
looking
guardian.
cutscene. Apparently it's a Western revenge vibe. I'm good with space
barren
westerns.
landscape with like the asteroid vibe with like tumbleweeds, and I mean that just
Some cool
sounded
looking
cool.
scenery going
Grit,
down.
man. Want to bring the dirt back.
And what better way to start a story than to start it with a
Narrative
prison
people.
Right.
Cade's been filling this prison.
Wait, was that
with
Elena
bad
Siegman?
guys that are
She
really
sings
bad.
zombie
And
songs.
So when it breaks, things can happen to all the world.
I'm mostly talking to myself. I don't care.
First place you're going to go to is
what I
the
do all
Tingle
day.
Shore, which is a new part of the reef that you've never seen before.
That's right, my friend.
It's a collection of lashed together asteroids
Yes.
and rocks out
And
in the asteroid
it's
belt.
very otherworldly, and it's full of
Pirates and assassins and
bad guys.
thieves. It's become a lawless place. It truly is a frontier. It's completely taken over.
The most malevolent
There's
force
a lot
there
of
is the
things
Storm.
going down.
They're very aggressive. They're always going to charge and push you.
The Barons
GTA 5
are the
past
top
100%.
dogs in the score.
Cool.
And each one has gone back and
Cool
like
narrating and
committed
being
nefarious
animated.
crimes.
I think of it as the reverse Magnificent Seven, like the worst of the worst criminals.
The
You're
reverse
hunting down these
Magnificent
different
Seven.
guys.
We're
In fact,
going
they're
for
called
space
Baron
western
hunts.
in
So
this
one
new
Baron is a
DLC.
sniper,
I'm
and you
watching
have
the
a
new
sniper
stream.
versus sniper battle
That's
with
what
him.
I'm doing.
Another
If you
Baron
want
is
the
a
link,
big,
it's up there in
giant,
chat.
hulking melee character.
That thing looks Mad Max as hell.
One of the things we're most excited about is the new weapon system.
Hey, if you like Destiny 2, great.
New
Play
weapon
that
system.
way. But if you like Destiny 1, great. Play that way. But if you're crazy, why not 3 shotguns, right? Just for the fun of it.
You can have 3
As many
shotguns!
ways as possible, and then we need to have people fighting.
Shotguns!
No, man, you f***ed up. You're taking the wrong weapons. Or
I want 3 shotguns right now. I want 3 shotguns. That is me in a nutshell. I want 3 shotguns.
So randomals are
I want 3
every
shotguns!
single weapon is going to feel different when it drops.
They've got like
And we're improving
they've
the mod
rebooted the whole
system, so
weapon
you can
system,
customize
so
your
you can
weapon
have
the way you
Destiny
want.
1 and 2 weapon system. Anything can go anywhere or something.
We've got a whole new Masterwork style system coming together where you
That
actually
looks cool.
are able to kind of move your levels up over time. And so there's investment back on the weapons again.
These areas look jamming. It's like, what the
New
hell?
supers, yeah, crazy new supers.
New supers.
Fire knives are awesome.
Fire knives. Oh my gosh. It's flipping. He's Wolverine. There's a Doom Hammer. What is going on? What is going on?
You got a huge hammer now.
Dave
You
Samuel did
slam
sound
that thing
effects.
down and it sends out this fire in front of you that then creates a fire tornado.
Dave Samuel, if you don't know who he is, he's
gotta take it to the next
every
level,
trailer
yeah.
he does amazing sound effects with his mouth.
The
It's
idea
great.
that anyone who plays, however they play, they're going to have some new way to engage.
Yeah.
That
I'm in love
What?
with the new Void Warlock.
This-
Teleportation that's like super anime, just like.
Oh my gosh, you can. What the crap is going down right
Having
now?
Great games with
This is bananas.
You basically cast this thing, he pulls back. Yeah,
God
and it's gonna break the
beams.
game, and I
This
think
is
that's
Dragon
amazing.
Ball.
Yeah,
Why are we Dragon Ball? This is great.
We also wanted a new weapon type that
What?
felt meaningful, so we came up with a bow and arrow.
You
which
can
seems
bow
like
and arrow, like
when you use it,
actual,
you
not
feel like
not an
God.
ability,
It
an
is
actual
utilitarian,
bow
it's
weapon.
Fantastical. It's also
What?
sci-fi.
So we have a short range bow. A
You
medium
can
range bow,
beat
and a long
Crysis
range bow.
3.
This guy was like supposed to be super techie.
What the hell? I love this. Give it me now.
You're like,
I can have 3
why
shotguns. I can
would
have a
you
bow and arrow.
ever
What more could I
choose a
want?
bow
One more.
In a game that has an automatic, machine gun, but boy, it's deadly.
I mean,
Jeez.
that's a nice machine gun you got there, buddy, but right, and then it's done.
It's just bolt. Wait, did he say
biggest
machine
thing
gun?
for
Machine guns are
me
back.
Going into production on this game was like a new way to play, a new thing to
Was
do.
that guy
Like,
from
it's
Thor
new to
Ragnarok
Destiny.
that was like Japanese? It looks like the same guy from Thor
You wanna
Ragnarok.
be
Just
able
saying.
to give players what they want, but also surprise them.
Gambit is a brand new mode.
Destiny
New
begs
mode?
to marry PvE
New
and
mode?
PvP together.
It's
You
like
know?
adding bacon to peanut butter and jelly.
Wait, what? PvE and
You start
PvP?
off being able to see the other team that you're going to compete against. So you
Right.
can taunt each other, you can emote.
Each team is in their own separate arena, and
Oh.
they're being assaulted by combatants.
They're
Oh!
dropping motes for you to collect.
So
you
it's like
bank them.
competitive.
When you put them
PvE.
in your bank, you're going to send a blocker over to the other side that locks
It's
their bank
competitive
down. They
PvE.
can't put motes
Who can
into it
PvE the
until they
best
take
out of two
that blocker.
teams?
Filling up your bank with the motes is how you summon your primeval. You burn it down, that's it. Round's over. The interesting part is that we allow one person from your team to go over to the other side and physically invade.
Oh, and you can go punch the other
I mean,
team.
I've
That's
seen
cool.
people that
That
just
looks so fun.
hate PvP. Like the first time they invade and they get multiple kills, they'll come back and they'll be like, "Suck it!"
I love how enthusiastic Bungie
We
devs
leave
are.
the raid team alone. I mean, if you can't tell, like, we just kind of let them do their own thing. But
Which one, raids?
Like,
I never talk about raids.
For this next raid, we wanted to get back to the epic adventure where you're going out to slay.
I have
big
no idea what this
monster
is, but
again.
this looks cool as a
This
raid.
has
It's
more
a bow and arrow
bosses
again.
than any raid we've ever had before.
I want a bow and
We're
arrow and
really
3
excited to
shotguns. Give it
players
me
in
now.
there.
the raid is actually about more than just the raid. It's about the dreaming city, the place that
The
the raid
dreaming
exists.
city. That
It's
looks
an
so
in-game
pretty.
destination that we've never done before.
I love
It's the awoken
Bungie Environment
homeland.
Team. Never
I can
fails,
talk about
okay?
Dreaming
They're the
City
best.
for hours.
They make the
It's like
prettiest
Vault of
looking
Glass
places.
And Dreadnought had a baby.
They were
Right.
like twins.
Or the yeah, that's actually more accurate.
Yeah, they're like twins.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
It had twins,
Yeah.
and then you took those twins and you put them on the doorstep of Peter Jackson, raised them as his own, and then
It's flipping
that's the
Orthanc
Dreaming
from Lord of
City.
the Rings right there.
Magical and weird and mysterious.
It's designed to be a destination that has puzzles that you need to solve.
A lot of hidden corners, lots of
Smells of Red Dead
passageways
Redemption.
that might not seem to exist the first time.
I mean, they
And the
said
raiders,
Space
they
Western.
affect this destination.
I'm down.
They change it
Smells of
forever.
Firefly
Like
to me.
this cyclical end game place where there's just secrets and different activities.
Secrets!
that
I
come
said
over
secrets.
time.
I love
So the
secrets.
Dreaming
Give me the
City that you
secrets
see
now.
at
Give it
launch
me.
is not going to be the same Dreaming City 2-3 weeks later.
Oh, don't tempt me, Python. Don't tempt me.
With every design decision we made for the Forsaken, like the first thing we ask is how will the community react to this?
Players
How would-
want
I mean,
their
I've nearly
investment
fell off my
in
chair.
Destiny to matter, and they want to be able to see that reflected in the content.
We knew we wanted to do something for the collectors in our game, so we built a
I'm a
feature
colle-
called the Collections. It's a way for you to track all the
I
items
can
that you
track
can
all
go
my
out and acquire.
collecty things!
There's so much gear in
I'm
that
so
game.
happy.
There are 2,000 items you can get.
They've made it so you can track,
You
like,
can look at
exotics
sets and
and
say,
emblems
"I haven't
and
filled out this set. What do I have to
shaders
do to
and
go
all
get it?"
that.
I want to find like how many guns in the world I can
And guns.
actually go look now.
We also had a
And
triumphs thing, which is just
gimme.
acknowledging your achievement.
Oh, and
It ties into
triumphs.
records, it ties
Triumphs are back.
into lore.
It's a thing that can help you drive like, hey, I want to do that, and if I do those things, I can get a title. Like,
This
I can
sounds
have
like
a title
my
on game that
DLC.
says that
They
I'm a
made it
god
for
or
me.
whatever. Not me, like you.
I'm not in the USA.
Want Forsaken to feel like a game that never ends. So we're going to reinforce the hobby and make the experience something that can be played night over night.
We're changing the weapon slots. We're changing how the pursuits work.
The guy
We're
said
adding
2
new
shotguns.
features
I
like
love
the
it.
collections and the triumphs. We built Gambit.
What the hell is
A
that?
whole bunch of new weapons to chase, exotics
What
that
is
are really
this?
powerful.
We have Lisa focusing on some sweet new exotic armor. Maybe we got overboard, like dialed it too high.
You cannot dial it too high, sir. I'll take anything.
Lore to go out there and collect.
I
in
saw
the
a turret.
world, exotic armor pieces to go out there and hunt.
What the hell is going down right now?
We're working on
They were
armor
watching.
perks, random rolls, new mod system, new subclass.
That thing was 600 power. That thing was
We're making
600
Forsaken
power.
for people who love.
And you know that's not going to be the
Making a game that
maximum.
we can all love. That is the goal. That's what we're gonna constantly be pushing towards, always.
Everything we're building is through that lens.
What? That guy just went full on Thor. What the hell? Did you see that end screen? It was on. It was a guy on a gun, and I'm pretty sure it was Cade on a pistol. But Deej, hi Deej, I like you. You're very nice.
It's just me.
Okay.
Everything's
All right.
fine.
Okay, good. Well, in that case, welcome to
Chloe,
the live
did you just tell him
portion
to
of the show.
speak in English? 'Cause if you
that
do,
was
you're a
obviously
genius and I love your
Bungie
face.
Vidoc, so that we could reveal Destiny 2 Forsaken, a major expansion to the game that we've been playing since last September. And this September, we're going to have all new ways to play and collect and evolve and do awesome
I'm all
stuff.
about collecting and
So
playing,
it's my pleasure
Deej.
to
Give me
introduce
more.
you to my
Give
two
me
fellow
more, sweet
co-hosts,
Deeges.
two developers who have been leading our team in the development of this new adventure. They are Scott Taylor.
That poster in the
Steve
background,
Kopp.
though.
How's it going?
It's
So
like
these two gentlemen have
it's
been
a
with
a
me
pistol
on stream,
pointing upwards, right?
previously.
Imagine a
If
pistol
you've
in my
been
hand,
watching
okay?
Bungie streams
Then there's a
for
guy
while,
standing
they
on top
may
of it.
Seem familiar
might
to
be
you,
best.
Scott. You
That
and I
was
sat
nothing
next to
Titan
each
yet.
other,
Nope.
right around
You
this
could have
time
3
last
shotguns
year,
though,
two
and a
years
bow
ago.
and arrow, and everything has a new
That.
subclass, and I'm like, what?
So we were together for the reveal of Rise of Iron.
Yeah, that was great.
And Steve, you and I traveled all the way to
Deej
Germany.
is just
by
talking
way
to
of
some
2
nice people
planes
now.
and
Whenever
4
Deej talks, I love
trains.
it.
Trains
Deej is
and
great.
Yeah. But you were on
Deej is
stream
my
for
favorite.
the first time that we ever revealed private matches and
More OP stuff. I like OP stuff. Give me more OP
so
stuff.
welcome back.
Thank you.
That
For
new mode
people
though
who
with the
might not be,
PvE
familiar with
VP
you, for
thing,
people who
that was
might not
cool.
know what you
I
do
want to know
here,
more about that.
Talk to me about what you do at Bungie and what your contribution to Forsaken has been.
Right, so I am
still don't
the,
know why it's called
Forsaken
Forsaken.
project lead. My
Still don't
primary
know.
job is controlling Steve. When I'm not doing that,
Yeah, okay.
we work with a lot of awesome people. The
They
leads
have
of
a
the game
Valkyrie
to
spear
make sure
in the
that Forsaken
background. I can
ships
see
and
that.
is everything that we want.
I love looking at their shelves.
That's-
They have
that's
so
kinda
much
what I
cool
do.
stuff.
Do you concur? Are you under control?
Well, for loose cannon.
I just got messages. Holy crap, that reveal. What reveal? My friend Jay doesn't even know there's a reveal right now. This is the best.
Role on
Oh yeah. You know, in a game, any game, but a game like Destiny especially, somebody kind of has to try to keep the whole game in their head so that we're making all the right decisions for what's best for the game. So I guess that's what I do, and you know, set high-level direction and goals for the teams, but. Mostly, I think, you know, I just listen to a bunch of great ideas and not a lot.
Saying, this is what I do, this is what he does, this is what you do. I'm like, I like that.
Enabling so many
But
different disciplines, so
we
many
just went through a
different
lot
teams
of
to work on
excitement, and I'm still processing.
on this game, and we got to meet a lot of those teams and a lot of those
It was just
people
helped
in the
so
Vidoc.
casually. They're like, oh yeah, you can have a bow now. I'm like,
sandbox designers, mission designers, activity designers.
oh yeah, you can have 3
so
shotguns.
it's all coming together all over again under your direction. So we're grateful for it. What have been your overall goals? What have been your super objectives?
My face, his face.
In the leadership.
I'm
and
pointing at my
guidance of
monitor
all
when I
these
say that.
teams
I realize
working
I'm pointing
together.
at you.
So we had 2
that's
goals
the monitor.
with the Forsaken, Scott and I. The first was to kick off the game with a brand new story.
New story!
One
I mean,
had
that
a
was
new
kind of
tone and a
guaranteed,
new
but
style,
story!
One that we're both really, really excited about.
Yeah.
You saw a little bit of it in the Vidoc, but
just a little bit.
We're not going to talk
Just a
about
mix
that
of
much.
Skyrim, Red Dead
I
Redemption,
think
Mad
we
Max,
want to
and
leave that
Firefly.
for a little bit later. But
Kinda,
the
yeah.
other goal
I think
was
there's a
that
bit of everything in there.
wanted to reinforce the Destiny hobby. And that was about bringing depth back to the game.
less Red Dead Redemption,
about,
more Firefly.
You know, depth in the way that we
'Cause
challenge
Firefly is
players,
kind of
and the
Red
way
Dead
that they
Redemption anyway.
discover secrets and the systems and the way that they learn about the game.
I
and
love how
feel
they
smart
keep
and
saying
think about the
secrets.
game.
Secrets
So,
are my jam.
that-
The
those are the
first
2
few
goals.
days of flipping the new DLC
when you talk
Warmind,
about,
I was just looking for
bringing
collectibles.
Depth to the game.
The whole day.
I think
I found all of them.
we took a look just briefly at the Dreaming City.
The
during
Dreaming
the
City!
Vidoc.
It looks so
and I think this
beautiful!
is a great piece of evidence.
It looks
as
like
to
the
your
flippin'
commitment to the
Rivendell
endgame
from
and
Lord of
exactly
the
how you're
Rings. I want
bringing
it. Give
this
it to me.
depth to the end
Now,
game.
I want to hug it.
And I
That's
love
the
to
Ace of
state that
Spades.
This is the first time that we've ever built a destination.
That poster
to
is
serve
Cade
as the
standing on the
home
Ace of Spades.
to the end game, a place where all of those things.
Can I have the
converge.
Ace of Spades?
Yeah,
I've wanted that
so
thing since the beginning of D2.
I don't want to. I
I wanted
don't
to put it
want
back
to
in.
spoil the
Give it
surprise here because that's what the Dreaming City is about. Is about being a surprise, but it is a destination built to have some of the most difficult challenges and the deepest secrets.
You can have the.
But it's one that I think we want to leave for another day as well.
Secrets aren't very
But,
valuable. if you
we're
just
being
tell them.
coy about a
Chloe,
lot.
they announced new Crucible mode, so it's like
we're just really
2
excited about
teams
Dreaming
of
City, and it ties into the
PvE,
raid
and
in a
they're
really
trying to
special
out
way, and so
PvE
we're
the other
showing
team,
more of
like
that
killing
than
bosses
we
and stuff
have
alongside
before,
each
but
other,
because we,
and you can send like
really
a
wanna
person
show
over and sabotage the other people.
They all
That's the
tie
new
together
Crucible
in a
mode.
really impactful way.
It's pretty cool.
But player discovery is like really important, and so that I think we're gonna kind of leave it there.
That's fine
for this,
yeah.
but
you have a
but
lot of.
look how
I
endgame-
want that
you have
raid
a lot of-
so much.
It
It
is
looks
pretty.
so
It is
pretty
pretty, and you have a lot of
and
endgame promises to
secret-y,
make.
and I'm like,
these are promises that we will keep in the game, and also promises that we will elaborate on all summer long. This stream is the beginning of a conversation.
The
I think
stream
we're
is the
kind
beginning of
creating
a
table of
conversation.
contents of conversations.
Oh,
that
there's
we will
E3
have
next week. I just
later on.
realized.
The
Jesus
story
Christ, we're gonna get so
reveal
much
is
Destiny.
planned for E3. So next week we'll learn a lot more about the story.
We're
that
learning more?
we will learn more about our endgame challenges as the summer unfolds. May even invite some people outside of our studio to experience the Dreaming City.
They're inviting
and
people
just talk
outside
about
their
its promise,
studio to
because
experience it. Me, please.
We're pretty good at saying
I'm
that what we
live
make is
right now
cool.
while you are live.
An
Can I
outside
have it,
perspective
please?
is always valuable.
No, okay.
So these are curiosities that we will pay off later. Apologies if you want us to delve all the way.
Spanish friend is gone. I mean, I think
reaches
I
of the
think
Rainbow
it was
Six.
a bit trolly.
game.
I'm pretty sure it was deliberately.
We do in fact want you to play this game. So these
Being
are
a bit
conversations
off,
that
but
we'll have later.
I could be jaded right now.
Something that we talked
because the
about
other people.
a great deal.
What
in
is
the
that?
Vidoc
It's on the guy's
was
shirt.
Gambit.
Gambit, my shirt.
Gambit, yes, or as our community has come to know it, Redacted.
Yes.
Redacted.
So this was the super secret mode that we have had some people in our community get a first glimpse at here in the studio. If you were
they're
one of
talking
those
about
people,
what
one housekeeping
the
note,
people who went to the
we do
summit
want your
played, and it got called
reactions and your hot
Redacted
takes
because they
about
couldn't say
Gambit,
what it was.
to be kept under wraps until the first day of E3. But if you'd like to raise your hand and say, I have played Gambit, that's a good beat for this moment.
They can replace Redacted
with Gambit. Yeah, that's about as much as the conversation has evolved.
That seems good.
But
yeah, I
we
think
did talk
so.
a lot
Yeah,
about
that was
how it
Crucible, yeah.
plays and what the essential experience is. What
I
have
like
been your
Deej's
goals
shirt.
for this new activity that we've never seen Destiny played this way
cool.
before?
So it was really important to both Scott and I that Forsaken was able to deliver a new experience to people, right? And so what we gave the team, Lars, Robbie Stevens, the team free reign to invent something completely new.
New things,
but
I like that.
specifically one that took advantage of all the best aspects of Destiny. So
Also, I
shooting
like that.
monsters in the face, shooting guardians in the face.
This man is saying
Bring
a lot
those
of good
together
things.
and then add like big bosses and small bosses and treasure goblins. And
Treasure goblins?
There's moats.
What's the treasure goblin?
Moat goblins,
I
like
guess.
a golden axe.
Yeah, and then
One player's moat is another player's treasure.
That's true, actually. Yes, that is true.
If you bank
those
them.
are a thing. Those are a thing.
Yeah.
So all of those things, and then the team did something really awesome, and they added a risk-reward strategy mechanic to the game that
all these
really
words,
changes
music to my
the
ears. Keep
conversation
going,
and the way
sir. Keep
that
going.
the decisions that you make during the game. It's no longer just about how fast can I shoot a guy and bring him down.
Not about how
It's
fast
well,
I can shoot a
should I
guy,
be killing
yes.
guys? Should I be collecting modes? Should I be banking?
Yes, all these,
Should
yes.
I be invading the other
yes,
team?
sir, yes.
And so the result is fantastic to play. The community got to play it.
And then, actually, this is really cool. At E3 next week, people will get to play Gambit. That's
People
what
at
we're gonna
E3
have.
are going to
So
get
Gambit
I want to
Full,
be
we're
at
gonna have
E3. Someone
Gambit.
send me to E3
And
right now.
Gambit
Get me a
will
plane.
Also
I'll
be,
go.
like, on the
If it's
director,
free,
it'll
I'll
be its
go.
own
Wait, what?
node. This new activity will live alongside Crucible, the Strikes, and now we have Gambit.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
So it's not the Crucible, it's not Strikes, it's
Scott
in
just
between.
said, we
Like,
will
it's going to be
at
its own
E3,
thing on the map.
For the 6th year in a row.
The Gambit,
we'll
that's
be,
the
at the
PvP.
Activision booth, working with our friends to put on a great show for everyone who gathers around that space. Stop by and play. Stop by and spectate. This is our first opportunity
I'm not going
for
to
people
E3.
get
Stop telling me to
hands-on
stop by.
with this new activity.
It's making me sad.
Now, if it's a little late for you to be planning a trip to Los Angeles
Yes,
or
it is a
trying to
little late
score
for
an
me.
E3
Yes.
badge and you want to join the hands-on pre-launch conversation, we're going to take that same Gambit build, that same pre-launch build that we're bringing to E3,
Yes, Deej.
and we're going to ship it straight to Tampa, Florida after E3 so that it can be playable also at GuardianCon. So we're going to be sending
I'm going to GuardianCon. I get to play it.
Community and content
I get to play it.
Gambit will be playable there.
I get to play
if
it.
you want to be included, get yourself a ticket to GuardianCon because we'll be there too, and we'll see you there. Anything else that we want to say about Gambit before we move on?
I'm happy now.
For people to play it.
Yes, yes. So you've talked a lot about reinforcing the hobby, and once Destiny
Carry on, sir.
Once the Destiny campaign is finished, a lot of players are
I don't
always
know.
asking us,
I don't know.
what's now? What's next? How are you going to
I don't know.
keep engaged over the course of a year? Give me a roadmap for all of the other moments when I know that
I'll definitely
my
tweet
hobby as a
about it
Guardian is
and
going to be
Instagram
infused with
about
new
it. I might
things
go.
This
is me playing a thing.
New answers to that question is something that we're calling the annual pass.
The annual pass. Wait, what?
This is a new way for us to sustain the game with new releases of content. And if we can keep the main graphic on the screen for just one moment longer, I want to call out the fact that the annual pass has 3
Black
different
Armor,
releases.
Joker's Wild.
This is live on DestinyTheGame.com right now, and because our product pages have gone live, we just want to set some expectations for how this is different from what you may have known this year. If you played Curse of Osiris,
What
if
is
you
it, Deej?
played
Tell me.
Warmind, this is a different thing.
What is
So if you're the type of person that throws your money down on something as soon as it becomes available, we'd like to set your expectations that this is different than those expansions. What we have
It's
here
not
are
an expansion, the
three
new
different
thing.
releases
The
that
annual
will come out
pass.
over the course of the year. Black Armory, Joker's Wild, and Penumbra in the winter, spring, and summer to come. So these releases are a new way for us to
So-
deliver content. What would you
We're
say?
getting a winter
what purpose would you say that
update
these
too,
serve?
as well as a
I think that
full
the
DLC.
purpose here is to give you more of what you want more often.
Yes, tell me more.
It's also about. It's more about
Crazy!
It's more about chasing the power and the gear.
This
and,
stream is crazy. I'm interested.
Basically, that's it. I mean, it's more often, more stuff that you care
huge
about.
cornerstone for
Chloe,
Destiny,
can I ask you
the
not
acquisition
to
of
speak
power, the
Spanish just
collection
because
of
I don't
new
understand it?
gear,
I don't know how
the
to moderate
upgrading of
something
your
I can't
character.
understand.
That's really what people talk about when they refer to the Destiny hobby.
Yep.
Let me take a deeper dive into exactly what you'll find in these different releases.
Tell me, Deej. Tell
over
me
the
what I'll
course of
find in the
year
new
in
releases.
Annual pass. And if we can give people a read on this.
Annual
here is what
pass,
across
end
these
game
3 different
challenges
releases
with a raid
you
symbol
can
behind it.
find
New weapons,
in your
armor, and
annual
vanity
pass.
rewards.
End game challenges.
New and returning
obviously new
exotics.
things to collect. New and returning exotics. New pinnacle
New triumphs,
activities,
records to
deeply
collect,
challenging
new lore to
things
discover,
really
new
test
pinnacle
your
activities.
skill
What's a
and your
pinnacle
teamwork.
activity?
New
Maybe
triumphs,
dual wield
records
dual wield
to
pistols
collect.
has been a
We'll
dream of
take
mine in
a
Destiny
look at
for
exactly
so
how
long.
that'll
An
unfold
exotic
in
that
the
dual
game,
wields,
and
please.
new lore to discover and collect.
Fine, thank
in
you,
the
Chloe.
game, using new tools and features that we'll be delivering to every player. The annual pass does have exclusive content for the people that purchase it, but this collection game is about to evolve in year 2.
I want it now.
I would
Deej,
say
please,
that
can I have
to
it
set your
now?
expectations for
Please.
this right now,
Please,
we're
Dad.
leaning
Please, Deej.
harder
Please.
into the things that keep you coming back to the game week over week, month over month. It's activities, it's action, it's challenges, it's things to earn and collect. We're not leaning as hard into cutscenes or cinematics. Obviously, we're telling a story, but it's a story that you'll discover in moments of action, the reason we play the game, and things that we can collect.
So
and our
less cutscenes,
understanding
more
of the world
action,
that
but
you're
story
creating will
within the
grow
action.
over
What you just
time through the annual pass, and you'll be building on the great story that you're telling in Forsaken.
Building on the current story.
It's definitely
Gotcha.
about not having just a single moment where
Gotcha.
people come back and having that kind of extend and stretch out.
Yeah. And each of these releases, the 3 releases that we indicated, each of those releases begins a new season of play. So they kick off the season.
Okay,
It's a
and
season
each
that every
little
player
update
can
in
enjoy
this
with the
annual
people that
pass
own
is
the
gonna do a new
annual pass,
season.
but it
Interesting.
is sort of a thematic shift. So with the new beginning of the season, with the new release in the annual pass, we create a new theme that presides over everything that people will be doing in the game.
Yeah.
This is obviously something that you'll need to know more about.
I want to know
This
more
is
about it,
something
Deej.
that we
Tell
will
me.
be talking more about, but because it's live and because it's available right now, we felt this was an important conversation to have before.
They'll talk more
everyone made
about it
the
later,
assumption
but they
that,
want to
oh,
talk
these are
about it
these-
now
these
because
are
it's
these two
live to buy or
expansions,
something.
Used to getting in Destiny. We've
I want it now,
reinvented
though.
the way we
Please.
sustain
Please.
the
Please.
hobby. We've reinvented the way that we release new
has.
content after launch, and we'll talk more about this. We'll talk more about everything we're talking about today, but we'll definitely talk more about this soon. Anything else
Okay.
you think I should be saying about that?
No.
That's
you-
kind of the new
you
raw
got it.
space,
You covered
but
it.
we'll get more
So we're
into
not
it.
having expansion passes
In
anymore. We're having
addition
an annual
to the
pass
annual
that
pass,
gives you
obviously,
different
there's all
updates
the
that have
things
cool
we
things
do
in them.
for every
More
player of
often.
Destiny 2.
I like.
And we're going to continue to update the game.
I like.
Got a brand new roadmap to put on the screen.
New roadmap.
If
Ooh.
all has gone according to plan upstairs, we have a brand new roadmap that has been
200
updated on
additional
Bungie.net
vote slots.
Right now.
Hello.
So if this isn't entirely
That makes
legible on
500
whatever
total.
screen you're using, Bungie.net has our new June 5th development roadmap. And this is where we plot the updates that every
Permanent
player of
Rumble
Destiny 2
playlist.
will receive. And as you can see, update 123, 1.2.3, so you don't think I'm just counting, due out on July 17th.
Year 2
has
is
some pretty
2.0
exciting new
update.
developments that will change the game even before Forsaken launches. Let's call out some of the things that we're
anything
looking
else?
forward to the most. Solstice of Heroes.
Year
seasonal
1
event.
triumphs
Yeah.
in July.
And while the annual pass will have different things for players to tackle and enjoy, every
Solstice
player
of
of
Hero.
Destiny
What's
2
a
is gonna
Solstice of
continue to
Heroes?
enjoy these
Tell me.
seasonal events, these special occasions. Solstice of Heroes really deserves its own proper reveal.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
we will
In
talk
year
more
2,
about how that'll
power
play
is
out.
going to matter in Iron Banner.
66 quick play.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 6v6 playlist in the Crucible will permanently be home to 6 players
Oh, and
versus
66.
6
I didn't
players.
even see that. I'm
What
looking at
keeps
this fucking
competitive is
roadmap
that,
like it's
intimate,
bananas.
a little sweatier, a little
Are you going to
more
play it? I'm bored. I'm
challenging
watching
4v4
the
engagements.
developer stream.
And for
You
those
should be
solo
watching it too.
players out there that aren't excited about 6
Go
players
find some. If
versus
you want
6
to watch
players in those
gameplay right
stacked
now, go
teams,
find someone that's playing the game.
Rumble
It's fine.
playlist becomes permanent. And then all of the other things that you may have seen on a previous roadmap, bounties, prestige raid layers, and some of the different features that
and
improve your
more.
quality of
I
life
like the
as
bit
a
at the
player.
end that says "and more," and
Let's
it's already
move
off
on
this
to
giant
YouTube.
list.
Along with the launch of Forsaken come a lot of
My phone is
interesting
buzzing like a
evolutions to the
maniac.
Destiny player experience. Scott, I think you can agree with me when I say
Yeah.
that the most important development, the most important update on this list, bulk shader deletion.
I don't think it's a question. I think it's just. I think that is just a fact.
that
We can just
much
move it up the
Bulk
list.
shader, and then shaders also are
Put it where it
evolving
belongs,
in
at
our
the top.
other some other features.
All
as well.
kidding aside, shaders have been a very large conversation in our community, but there's a lot of
Also,
other
you can
things
delete
here
multiple shaders
that
at once,
a lot of
just
players
saying.
of Destiny
In
can get
September,
very
you'll be able to
excited
delete
about.
multiple shaders at once.
Power matters in
My
Iron
heart.
Banner and Trials, so if you want to win in the Crucible and those special events, you better
Yes! There we go. We made
progression of
Nerdy
your
happy.
Guardian. What else are you excited about? What else you want to call out?
Oh man, well there's Vault Space, which is also another thing that you know.
Yeah.
We add all this content, and I don't want to.
I'm so happy we're getting so much vault space. It's 200 more than what we currently have, and mine isn't even full, and I have a ton of stuff
all
in
tie
it.
together, right?
Yeah.
So because we're doing that, the Vault Space is.
So it's
pretty
going to be like
We'll take a
so
look at
much
gear
vault
collection and
space.
in-game Triumph in just a minute, but it's
Yeah.
important to call out that while collecting
500
gear and
vault space
keeping it in a
slots.
menu that's sort of like your
Do
accomplishments.
you even have 500
weapon
weapons?
randomization, or more affectionately known as random rolls, that is something that is coming back. Let's just say it again.
Yeah, they're testing.
I'd like to reiterate this. This was something they said earlier. Okay, remember weapon slot
What's your goal
changes.
for that as a game director?
3
The goal for, random rolls
shotguns.
is just to get, to make earning gear more exciting to players, to personalize.
That just hit me in the head again. I just realized again that we're getting. I can
really
have
get,
3 shotguns.
Add that depth that we were talking about before to a system
I'm doing
that
that.
they can now kind of
I'm
learn
doing
and
it.
dig into and try to figure
The
out.
first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to boot up Destiny in
Every
September.
drop has the
3
potential
shotguns.
to be exciting,
Doing
to
it.
be something new. And then when you get those weapons,
And a bow and
how
arrow.
do we arrange them on our character? The weapon slot changes are something that are in development. We've seen that in playtest.
Oh yeah, and yes. Actually, do you want to talk about how it works? Then I can.
Sure, like weapon slots. Weapon slots are really exciting. I mean, all those
Shotgun's
all
my
those things
favorite
on that list
thing.
are exciting.
So-
Weapon slots, especially, because the weapon slots are really about like giving you more control over your playstyle. So for me, it's about getting my fusion rifle back.
I just want to mount one on my
you know,
head.
that's my priority.
And I have
But
one in each hand.
But for everyone else, I think it's different. Right? And so now you have more
You know, that'd be
control over
great.
which weapons you can put in those first 2 slots. You can still roll your 2 hand cannons if you want. Or you can roll 3 shotguns, Deej, if that's.
I do enjoy shotguns.
Yeah,
This
but
guy,
it changes
he
the way
knows
you
my
think
heart.
about,
He's like, you can have 3
think
shotguns.
about
I'm
the
like,
weapons
thank
that
you.
exist today because
Thank you very
it's going
much.
to like force you to move things around in a way that's really interesting. And then
Just keep talking, guys. Keep telling me more.
And so I'm really
Tell me
excited
more.
for people
Tell me more.
to play the weapon slots at E3.
Yeah, and
It's gonna
so
be
yes,
exciting.
like Steve said.
Sorry, to steal
no,
your thunder there.
You know, whatever.
Yeah,
Spoiler.
I didn't control him.
Yes.
He was next
Yeah,
to
there
me.
you go.
You're a
Yeah,
loose cannon.
I
You're a
didn't
loose
do-
I was
cannon.
keeping my mouth
I
shut for a little
failed at
while
my
on purpose.
objective.
They're having jokes.
No, so
I like jokes.
So at E3 we said we're going to play Gambit. That means we're also going to be able to play test the new thing. So if you want a sniper in your primary, you want to play the bow, like
The weapon slot changes are going to be in the demo for Gambit, which I get to play at Guardian Con.
It's usually it's in development.
I
It's
can
not
run
the full-
3
it's not the full
shotguns.
game. It's not the finished product.
Yeah.
We usually
I'm waiting to
deploy
have an
a
acceptable-
limited
what are you on
inventory
about?
For use there.
What
So
are
it
you
won't
on
be the
about?
full realization of how the new weapon slot changes will work, but it'll give people a sense of how we're changing combat with access to different types of weapons for different opportunities. And like you said, you're going to let people play the way they want.
Yeah, and,
which is-
and those are all going to be Forsaken weapons too. So it'll be new cool stuff that people get to see in the different slots.
Yep. And I did
Including
say that
bow-
Destiny
bow-
won't necessarily
I
become
can
rocket
play
launcher of
with
the game,
bows and
or was that just a fever dream from a rehearsal that we had prior to
No,
the
that was-
stream?
You said the fever.
Did I say that live? Is
You
this,
did not.
is this now?
I
Is
want
this
more
now.
now.
Okay. Yeah. So there's all sorts of other conversations that we'll need to have about ammunition and balance and all of those things. So this will be a long conversation throughout the course of the summer. Where are we going next? We called out on the roadmap that gear collections and in-game triumphs are something that we're bringing to every player of Destiny 2. And We caught a glimpse of that in the Vidoc, but just to reinforce the fact that it is in fact real, I would like to BreakNet live to a build of the game.
Can I say something?
Look at that beautiful lighting.
This is a build we propped from someone's machine. It's totally in development. We are going full transparent. You're gonna see things, numbers, whatever. They are all like. They're not fake, but they're not real. They're
not done.
They're not done. We're back in the Westworld. Like, what is it? So they're not done. And so when you see something that's a number on a screen or this is about. We're going to show you guys the bones.
That ship has beautiful lighting.
I am not uncomfortable about this. This is going to be great.
This is a look behind the curtain. This is a glimpse of something that is in fact in development. You can see our brave guardian named Bungie TV. This is a hunter that we have cobbled together for the purposes of this demonstration. This is obviously not my character.
That cloak, though.
Hunter.
The cloak is flowing. Like he's standing like this, and the cloak is flowing in wind in the menu. Like what?
Are you? Okay, so that's the end of the stream. No, I'm kidding. So if we take a look at the global navigation here on our user interface, across the top, the first thing you'll notice are some new feature tabs. The first that I'll call out are the triumphs.
I mean, he has his helmet on, off
you can pay some special attention to some of the headers here. All of this is a work in progress.
I want that placeholder medal.
Yeah, you want that placeholder.
Just flipped over one page. It goes work in progress, work in progress, work in progress, work in progress, work in progress. Placeholder, 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 placeholder.
Space that you can populate here. You talked during the
finished
Vidoc about some of the different badges and some of the different titles that you can display to commemorate your accomplishments. We're going to take a very high-level view of this, and everything that you're about to see is a work in progress. So you can screenshot this, you can speculate this. All the numbers will change. As you can see, we have Gambit-specific triumphs to collect and to lord over your friends. How you collect motes or the blockers, or you can see that we've broken this out into different categories. Again, there are not 0 of these things, but you can see that this is about creating many different levels of meaning and
so it's basically a bunch of in-game achievements
and
or
categorize them
trophies
in ways that make sense.
That you can just go at and go, I'm going to get that.
And then across
going
here,
for
you
it.
can see that
Achievement
again, the
right here.
are meaningless right now. We are in
I'm down with this.
Different triumphs.
I want to fill everything.
You'll be dispatched by
I
the
want
Vanguard,
to fill everything.
And then, of course, we are collecting in-game
lore collectibles.
So that when we're telling stories that you
There's
discover
lore
and
collectibles.
collect, even if there aren't cinematic cutscenes, which you have in the Forsaken campaign, of course, but throughout your hobby as a Guardian, there are going to be other things that you get to collect and add to this space.
And really quickly, how that works is that you're going to find items in the game that tell a story, and then you can go and gather them and collect them and then read them in here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to find that story out of order, too, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you're going to find... so like you're going to find items out in the world, and you're going to open them, and it might be page 7 of the story, and you're going to piece it together throughout your travels.
So if you're getting all the lore collectibles or whatever,
like
you're not going to find them in order. So you could start with page 7.
A lot of people
instead of page 1.
Have, when they talked about Destiny,
that's going to bother me
many,
so much.
How many guns? How many exotics?
I'm going to have to get them all.
Where can I find that stuff? How do you get that stuff? This is going
collections
to be a great
of exotics, weapons, armor, ghosts, vehicles.
Again, we're going
Flair.
to leave a lot of this stuff
What
for
is
exploration at a later date, but just to show you
I want to know
how one of these categories works, we're going to take a look at the exotic arsenal.
That money right
You can see here that we have this
It's
grouped
exciting.
out by
It's all the
weapons
for once it's displaying all the weapons and armor you have, and I'm like,
the world, if I
give
buy
me
something
now,
from Zerg,
give me.
that
I want
Fated
it.
Engram
This is something I've
pays
wanted
off,
since
this
Destiny
gets
1.
added to my collection.
Just a thing in
so
my
once
inventory
you've-
saying you
once
have
you've
this.
acquired something, then
You did it.
here.
You
One of
100%.
So this is obviously
Congratulations.
similar
Like,
to the
thank you.
kiosk that's in the tower, but one key difference, as you noted earlier, is that this is with you at all times.
Yeah.
So certain weapons, like the exotics here, you can buy back for a price, and so you can, with the vault space and with this, you can kind of move with some more confidence that you've gotten the thing that you want.
And when you say buy back, like if I were to acquire Sweet Business and dismantle it, not that I would ever do that.
I would do that.
It's so sweet. But if I did that, and then later on somebody said, you dismantled Sweet Business? What are you, an idiot? Like, what, did you think you were going to put an exotic in your heavy slot?
Well, you are an idiot.
Yeah, I know. I am an idiot, but I still play this game. And
So you
I
better
love
buy
it just the
Python.
same. And if I wanted my Sweet Business back, I could use this collection system to
Oh, and you
restore
can
it
get
to
the stuff
working order in
back
my
from the
inventory, using
collection. You
different
don't have to go
materials
to
that
the
I've
vault
gathered.
to get it
It's
back.
different
That's
for different
fantastic.
categories.
Yep.
It's a long
That's
conversation that
fantastic.
we're not going
Yeah,
to
to
have
be really
today.
clear, that is explicitly about how the exotics work, and we're working
Only exotics.
Everything else is a work in progress. And because exotics are a thing of mystery and discovery, you're not going to tell me, you're not going to give me a full menu of what exotics you own and what exotics you don't.
No, but to note something there that I don't think we're going to exactly show, but if you were hovering over an Iron Banner weapon or piece of armor, it would tell you
it tells you how to get it.
So it would tell you how to get it. It'd be like, go play that Iron Banner, or go do the strike, or whatever the circumstance is. It'll let you know. Or if it's mysterious like that,
so they've got it's basically a giant archive. Here's everything you own, and I'm like,
yeah. And then we're still gathering these things together and putting them into interesting categories.
Yep.
Right.
And it tells you how to get stuff if it wants to.
The same goes for your weapons. You'll tell me where I can go find all my favorite legendaries, or maybe document the things that I've earned as I progress. Do the same thing for armor, breaking that thing out across all the different activities, all the different subclasses. Collect all of your ghosts, all of your different bots, all of my ships, all of my sparrows.
The fact that I can have all my vehicles in one place is going to make me happy because I have so many. I never delete a single one.
That you use to decorate
flare is emblems.
Here we have our emblems.
And shaders.
Here we have our
That's
shaders.
What flare is. Emblems and shaders.
It's important to express yourself. You do want to express yourself, don't you, Steve?
You have a big collection of
We really do require 15 pieces of flair in Destiny 2.
Yes.
Some people choose to wear more, and we encourage that.
That's from a movie.
It is.
You have a case of the Mondays.
I'm looking at these emblems, see if there's anything new.
But we can see that this is an opportunity for you to look upon all of your treasures. I don't know if these numbers are placeholder or if they are finished. Pardon our dust.
Let's just assume they're all placeholder.
Let's just assume that they're all placeholder.
Yes. Let's
I keep saying everything on this is placeholder. Please don't take it.
Right, all of that's work in progress or even to be revealed.
There's a thing. It's like 948, and they're like, that's not real number. It's not real.
As we
it's going to change.
Work on these new features.
Yeah.
And what else would you want to say about this?
I don't know what else they're going to say.
These are
said
features available
everything.
to everyone. Triumphs and collections are available to all the players of Destiny 2. So we're excited.
This man is staring intently into my eyes right now.
All these things go
He's looking at the camera going,
depth and about
just talking.
Destiny for me is at
right
its
at your
best
face, and you're like,
I have
okay.
a triumph I'm chasing that's tied to a bounty, that's tied to a material I'm gathering from a public event. And I feel smart because I chose to do these things, and I'm trying to get the lore to finish the book, and so Destiny's really unique in that way, where I love Destiny the most when it's that, and I think that this
string fashion rise, I'm gonna.
Piece of what we've been trying to do.
It was really powerful the moment this went in, and we imported
when it comes
our own
out there,
characters from
I'm
home,
gonna.
And you could see that just populate with the stuff you had, and then the stuff that you still didn't have. And so I know a lot of people out there have almost as much, probably almost everything that they could possibly think that is out in the game. But this tells
they have a bunch of strange coins on their desk.
Still don't have this. Which sets do you want to complete? It was really powerful.
Collections launches with Forsaken, so it's not going to be like Moments of Triumph where we say Moments of Triumph are live, and our most hardcore fans go in and say, cool, I'm done, where's my shirt? Right? Like, there's going to be all new things to gather in there. They're going to be
love
all
what
new
he
things
just said.
That you can go and do and collect.
I love what he just said.
The collections tab will be a great way for you to sort of plan your time, which is something that a lot of people in our community talk about. I want to plan my time. I want to play my game in the most profitable way possible.
I'm done. Where's my shirt?
We've talked about, back to the depth of the hobby and everything.
I have that
just
shirt.
the parallel pursuits that that players want to be on at the same time, whether it's the campaign or quests or we're adding bounties. And so this collections is just another aspect, another axis of, hey, I can be spending my time going and getting this thing while I'm getting a patrol and I'm hunting down an outlaw and I'm doing all of these things.
All at once.
We're deleting shaders all at once. Love it. Love it. These guys, they're my favorite. They're my favorite Bungie devs now.
Well, I think
that
that's
guy,
all we're going
indeed.
to talk about today. And I know that we have created more questions than we've answered.
You have created a lot of questions.
That was the plan.
You want to give me questions, Deej? It's free.
We will be updating our blog every week.
I forgive you.
We will be at GuardianCon. We'll be inviting other people to play this game and to offer their expert external
This is my Friday
opinions.
face.
This begins that old familiar summer cycle. If you are a Destiny fan, we're going to travel the world. We're going to talk to people wherever we can find them.
Talk to me,
we're going
Deej,
to introduce
please.
them to Destiny 2 Forsaken. So
please teach.
We're so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Is that the end?
Amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for coming with us on this journey.
They're saying thank you.
For playing.
So that means they're going to end.
We'll see you at E3.
Yeah.
We'll see you at E3.
Yeah.
And you.
And you and me and you and Lars and the rest of the people.
Tej from HMS.
Tej from High Moon Studios, who's been a great partner.
Oh my God,
the
it's been
exploration.
amazing. And they were like, "Hey, you want to work with
Forsaken?
San Diego every month?" And I was like, "I guess that's fine."
They've
been amazing. They've been absolutely great.
It.
It's been really great.
Well, we'll see them at E3 as well.
Yeah.
And if we see you at E3, definitely pull us aside and say hi. And if not, hopefully we'll see you at some point this summer. In closing, we're going to take another look at the Vidoc.
It's
but
closing
not
time.
In full.
By Semisonic.
The team that made that Vidoc for us was given a challenge. We said, take everything that you're revealing, take everything that you're saying, take everything that our developers have said on camera, and compress it into 60 seconds. So let's see how they met that challenge with this. Hope you enjoyed the show. Check it out.
Is it the same thing again? Because I'll watch it again. I'm watching this. I'm watching this again. Blood, language, violence, teen, ESRB. Keep playing. Keep going. It's oh, here we go. Bungie, all void lighty. I like it. Okay, that's 2 spaceships. That's Cade. That's me.
We're building something the community has been asking for.
They're talking again. Okay, that's a big pillar. That's some Fallen with cool. That guy had 2 guns on him. Fallen had 2 guns. What the crap was that thing? That guy just got bigger. He's a sumo. Okay, I'm analyzing him. It's quick analysis. That guy looked like Pyramid Head. That guy had a sword. That was a cool looking sword, I might say.
We're changing how pursuits work.
Gambit is a brand
That's the Gambit mode. They just did some cool stuff. He like slammed a sword into the floor and it was really cool. Like Heimdall style.
We're making Forsaken for people who love
Flame knives. That spaceship just bombed the crap out of stuff.
That is the goal. That's what we're going
Like a spaceship flew over, a reef spaceship at that, flew over and bombed a big area of enemies. What just happened? Jesus. Jesus. Thank you very much, Bungo. I think that's the end. I think that's the end. I think that's the end. Jesus Christ! Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Okay. Well, that was fun.